Recently, we reported on the town's action plan to become an MBTA community by rezoning for multifamily development near its 4 commuter rail stations. Town planners consider this a critical step in addressing Needham's own housing crisis. However, it's only one aspect of the town's housing plan which has not been updated since 2007. Let's take a closer look at some of the other recommendations in this plan and the challenges in implementing them.
The rezoning for multifamily development presents a significant opportunity to increase the housing stock and to diversify the type of housing available in Needham.
Everyone will benefit from it because it will allow not only the people that live in Needham to have different opportunities as they age or starting out as families, but also the people that work in Needham, our teachers, others that, people that work in our community and are invested in our community and don't have opportunities to live in our community at this moment.
Another measure that could have an immediate effect is relaxing the requirements for accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. In 2019, town meeting approved the creation of attached ADUs with occupancy limited to a family member or a caregiver.
We really wanted the space to seem contiguous to our own home, so we did the pocket doors and built her a lovely apartment that really has all the amenities that she would need.
Cindy McGowan's mom moved into the unit after selling her own property in Connecticut. Despite the restrictions on occupancies, the passage of ADU laws 3 years ago provided opportunities for senior and disabled residents to stay in the community.
She's thriving here, so that was the whole idea, is to bring her closer to family and allow her to thrive as she gets older, and we will be here to help her along the way.
To help more groups with their cost of living, the Planning Board proposes amending ADU bylaws so they can be rented out for extra income. The amendment will be voted on at the annual town meeting in May. With a proposed maximum size of 900 square feet, those units provide an ideal option for people seeking one-bedroom apartments with a suburban feel, which town planners see as a win-win policy for both property owners and the renters.
For example, young adults just getting a start in life, whose incomes might not be high enough to be able to afford a larger unit without, having roommates and so forth. And also seniors themselves. It is possible to live for the owner of the property to live in the accessory dwelling unit and rent out the larger part of the house and gain considerable income.
The proposed change would also permit detached ADUs, either by converting an existing detached accessory structure, such as a garage or a barn, or by creating new constructions. But special permits would be required to ensure the single-family appearance of the neighborhood is maintained. Another proposed policy specifically targets lower and moderate income populations. The adoption of town-wide inclusionary zoning would require projects with at least 6 units to provide 12.5% affordable units for households earning at or below 80% of the area median income.
We should have, in all of our zones where we allow multifamily housing, we should have an affordability requirement.
We don't want it to be project by project. We want there to be a goal.
However, this policy has a higher affordable unit requirement than the MBTA Multifamily Communities Act, which set a 10% affordable housing limit within the designated zoning areas. Municipalities will need to go through additional procedures to implement it.
You have to file an application with the Department of Housing and Community Development and show how developments in your community would still be feasible at a higher percentage. And we have used 12.5%. And we think we can show that 12.5% is feasible.
Town officials have also recognized that the Affordable Housing Trust Fund is being underutilized. Currently, it is mainly used for an annual small repair grant program totaling $50,000.
Many communities have their Affordable Housing Trust doing a lot more than our Affordable Housing Trust does.
The League of Women Voters is studying better ways to operate a fund, with a report expected in June.
What opportunities are there for that to be funded? Who should compose of that board that has expertise that can help the board make decisions moving forward and can look at it holistically? And then we're hoping that the Affordable Housing Trust role or can hold some of the accountability for the targeted housing goals that we're looking at and identifying impacts of housing proposals.
If the town adopts the inclusionary zoning, a development that is unable to provide affordable housing because of its scale can contribute to the trust fund for the town to allocate to other affordable housing projects.
You don't expect a developer of 3 units to make one of them affordable. That would make the whole development unaffordable. But a proportionate fee that you pay in to a fund, and then that money could go to the Affordable Housing Trust.
Other strategies under consideration include adopting laws that incentivize energy-efficient developments, such as allowing as-of-right zoning for solar installations. The housing plan also offers potential solutions for reducing teardown activities, a major driving force behind the rising housing prices. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.